depictions of giants, and you can tell that they're giants because the other people that are attending to them, they're like not even a third of the height. I went to Colorado. We landed in the Grand Canyon, and I specifically wanted to go to the area where I heard there were bones of giants and ancient Egyptian artifacts like carved into the stone, and that area was roped off and it had military control over there. And I said to the guy, like, what is the big deal? Why can't we come in here? And the guy said that this land is owned and secured by NASA. They're trying to cover this up. The evidence of these people are here. The text tells us about it. There's depictions of them all around the world, etched into stone, etched into temples. According to these texts, these massive people came from somewhere else and came to this planet, made it with some humans, and then they gave birth to the Nephilim.
Comment, like, follow, and share for more forbidden knowledge. Comment, like, follow, and share for more forbidden.
Ancient lost civilizations fascinate you, then you need to watch this video because the rabbit hole of lost civilizations goes so much further than you can possibly imagine. Whether it be the Persians and the grand lost city of Persepolis, or the Babylonians and their lost cosmic knowledge in the Tower of Babel, the great Sumerians, the dawn of civilization, and the colossal winged lions, the mysterious Baalbek stones found beneath the Temple of Jupiter in Lebanon, of which the builders are still unknown today, the mysterious Nubian pyramids of the Kushite Empire discovered south of Egypt, the vast wealth of Africa's Mali Empire, the mysterious sea people who had no land to call their own, but lived by boat and waged war on the ancient world's most powerful empires. But what about the New World? The colossal 40-ton Olmec heads, enormous ancient cities hiding in the dense jungles of the Yucatan Peninsula, the solid granite temples and lost pyramids of the Chavan and Moche cultures, the sprawling Nazca and Palpa lines, the enormous architecture at Tiahuanaco, the giant earthen pyramids and cities of North America, and so much more. I'm Luke Caverns. If you guys would like to learn more about these lost civilizations and information that's just not easy to find anywhere else, well, please like and follow for more.
Whatever the Egyptians were doing, I think they were the most advanced civilization that ever existed. I don't think we can do what they did. The precision in which they built it, I really don't think we can do that. Just the symmetry of the faces of the statues is unparalleled, and they're immense. These are monstrously huge, perfectly symmetrical faces.
Right.
Their temples are insanely intricate.
They were incredibly advanced.
Incredibly advanced.
With math, with science, with technology.
Certainly with geometry. 20-ton gigantic stone blocks that were taken from a mountain 500 miles away. And no one has any idea how the fuck they got them.
Nobody has any clue.
No guesses.
Right.
There's some guesses about, oh, maybe the river system was different back then. Whatever. How are you getting that 50-ton chunk of granite out of a fucking mountain and moving it down, even with modern equipment? How are you getting it over the mountain? We have those images from ancient Sumer that show what appears to be the solar system. This image has always been wild to me because it kind of shows a sun in the center, and then it shows all of the planets in our solar system in relatively the correct sizes. Relatively. In terms of what's the bigger one, what's the smaller one. There's the sun, and it's surrounded by the planets that we're aware of.
It's kind of hard to interpret that any other way, isn't it?
It seems like that's what it is. It seems like the solar system. It's such a strange image.
The suggestion is much greater knowledge of the universe than is supposed to have existed at that time. And
if they attribute the constellations to ancient Greece, what do they say about the clay tablets from Sumer, which are 6,000 years old or so?
I think the ancients did have a very good idea about our solar system and about the dimensions of the Earth and about the other planets in our solar system.
Did you know that the Statue of Liberty might have a hidden, darker meaning? Stick around because this story is packed with mysterious twists and intriguing facts. And don't forget to follow our channel for more mind-blowing revelations. Some believe that the Statue of Liberty, an iconic symbol of freedom, actually represents Lucifer. Let's dive deeper into this theory. The statue's crown has 7 points, which some say symbolize the 7 deadly sins, a stark contrast to the traditional view of enlightenment and freedom. The torch she holds is another point of contention. It's widely accepted as a beacon of liberty and hope, but some argue it represents Lucifer, often called the light bearer. This interpretation suggests that the statue's light is not about freedom from oppression, but rather a more sinister kind of freedom, freedom from God. There's more. The designer of the statue, Frederick Auguste Bartholdi, was a known Freemason. Some conspiracy theorists suggest that the Masonic influence imbued the statue with hidden esoteric meanings. Could the statue be part of a Luciferian agenda that has been unfolding for centuries? This theory posits that what we celebrate as liberty might be masking an agenda that's far more complex and eerie. Is it mere coincidence, or is there a hidden truth lurking in plain sight? If you found this intriguing, make sure to follow our channel. We've got more fascinating and mysterious stories that will keep you questioning everything you thought you knew.
Did the Titanic truly sink, or is this a J.P. Morgan hoax? Theorists suggest the Titanic was swapped with her twin, the Olympic, in an audacious insurance scheme. They even accuse Morgan of using the disaster to eliminate his competitors. These ships, though twins, were distinct, with unique identifiers on their panels. Swapping them would require an implausible feat of labor involving hundreds of workers, likely drawing attention from the ever-watchful press and shipyard visitors. Insured for $5 million but costing $7.5 million? A curious insurance scam, right? Morgan, orchestrating an iceberg hit and managing lifeboats? A tall tale. This conspiracy? Under scrutiny, it sinks faster than the ship it imitates.
There's a new scary Simpsons theory that I see.
What is it?
And you know that the Simpsons predict a lot.
Yeah.
So in the Simpsons, it's a new episode. In 2024, they predicted it. So in season 24, episode 9, Homer Simpson is in a bunker and he's preparing for like a doomsday thing with Marge. And she's like, they're setting up all the rice, all the beans, because they're like, we don't know how long this is going to take place.
Yeah.
And then over Springfield, the solar storm happens. Electricity is gone, Wi-Fi is gone. They have to live in that bunker. The scientists have said recently. And they said that we're going to experience a solar storm, aka internet apocalypse. We don't know where it ends, but you know what I mean? We don't know who decides that, right? But they've been saying that the sun has been getting super active and they've been finding holes, super big holes in the sun that have been causing these these solar storms in different parts of the world. Yeah. This is in 2024, man, and it's happening right now.
Damn, so they predict that shit.
We don't know. It hasn't happened yet, but you know how they predict stuff.
Because, you heard what happened recently? Just 10 of the most known billionaires have bought bunkers.
I'm guessing you've all seen the videos about how our timelines are messed up. Like how it doesn't make sense in my brain that Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. But there's so many more of these weird history overlaps that I want to share with you today. And you already know that if you love the dark and spooky, you'll love the podcast. This one really got me, but Ruby Bridges, the first Black child to attend an all-white school, is still alive. And she's not even 70 years old yet. John Tyler, the 10th president of the United States, had a grandson that died in 2020. Charlie Chaplin and Ludacris, alive at the same time. Harriet Tubman was born in Thomas Jefferson's lifetime and died in Ronald Reagan's lifetime. This one is absolutely the craziest to me, but Betty White was born 7 years before Anne Frank. And T-Rexes were around closer to humans than to Stegosauruses. Basically, they were around closer to iPhones than to other dinosaurs. And last but not least, Helen Keller died the year Tony Hawk was born.
What if the ancient book of Enoch was actually talking about Antarctica? The Book of Enoch talks about a place called the ends of the earth, a land of eternal darkness, where fallen angels are imprisoned beneath massive ice-covered mountains, a place where the sun never rises or sets for months at a time. Sound familiar? Just like the long, dark winters of Antarctica, right? And get this, Enoch describes a prison deep within this icy land where 7 stars, symbolic of the Watchers, fallen angels, are chained beneath the frozen abyss, waiting for judgment. But how did Enoch, writing thousands of years ago, know about a place that wasn't officially discovered until 1820? It gets even crazier. There's an ancient map from 1513 called the Piri Reis map that shows parts of Antarctica's coastline without ice. Scientists have confirmed that the last time Antarctica's coast was ice-free was over 6,000 years ago. Some people think that there was a lost civilization there, maybe even one that predates humanity as we know it, destroyed and buried under ice when the climate changed. Could this be what Enoch was talking about? And don't even get me started on the Chilean expedition in 1947. They claim to have found artificial stone structures buried deep under the Antarctic ice, structures that didn't match any known human architecture. So, was Enoch actually talking about a lost world in Antarctica, a prison of fallen angels buried beneath miles of ice? Or could it be something even more sinister? This could be the reason why every government has agreed to keep people out. They tell us it's to protect the environment, but what if they're hiding something? Might be one of history's best kept secrets, and we're only just beginning to uncover it. Like, follow, and share if you want more hidden history and mysterious stories. Let's dig deeper into the unknown together.